Okay, fantastic interview. All right. Yeah, here I think I can.
Oh, look at that. The Stones are on now.
Ooh, oh, the Tammy show.
Yeah, you want to see how it
Uh,
looks?
sure. Give me a second. Looking up something else. Go. Oh,
How's
well,
it
that
look?
looks nice. Oh, look at the moves Mick has. All right. Oh, the people are loving it. This is cool. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, look at them dance moves. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought he was gonna fall off the
I
stage.
mean, really, how does that color look?
I think it looks fine. Really, I'd say no problem with it. Wow, that is amazing. But
Maybe
hey,
YouTube.
I got it.
Since it was on mute, maybe YouTube won't do anything.
Okay. Wait a minute. I want to put a new joiner in here. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Hey, Joe, I'm surprised you're
Hello.
not watching.
And yes, I love Mr. Moonlight. I don't care what anybody says.
I'm surprised you're not over there watching the colorization of the Tammy show.
Oh, I didn't know what that was.
The 1964 Tammy show. The Stones are in it. The Supremes are in it.
Oh,
Jan and Dean.
is this on
Chuck
now?
Berry. Well, it's premiering now on a YouTube channel. What this guy did, he took the original 1964 performance in black and white, colorized it, made it true stereo, and put it in 1080p HD.
Oh. Well, whatever you showed looked nice to me, and I think Mick has the moves.
Really? Yeah. You see the one part where he kind of bends over, and I thought he was going to fall off the stage. I'm going, whoa,
Yeah.
careful there. But it was with his legs. So it's a pretty good show, right?
I don't know.
Fab Gab Beatles
Show
for
this
sale
to
was
Joe
today.
here.
Oh, that show. That was fun. Yeah, that was fun to do.
Yeah.
That worked out really well.
Just for Joe here, I'm going to show him my
Is that like the is that from like the '87 CD release?
probably, yeah.
Probably.
But the fun part was the sticker on the back.
Yeah. Mr. Moonlight is a Doc favorite.
Yes.
I just got to say, Mr. Moonlight never did anything for me. Neither did Babies in Black.
Shut up.
I pretty much all the original songs on that album are among some of the best material the Beatles released in their early period. Songs like No Reply, 8 Days a Week,
Why is it
Every
way
Little
down
Thing.
there at number 8 anyway? But I wanted to point out this price sticker. It has HNBA.
Yeah.
Health and beauty aids.
Oh.
So like, I must have found this shoved in with the shampoo and the deodorant. I don't get it. So, I don't know, but anyway. But I can't see how anybody could put 8 days a week low off of that. Because it's an iconic tune. And even though it's like buried at number 8 on this thing, it's how they were talking about the fatigue factor.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, that's what's.
I hear it so much, I don't like it anymore. Well, that should not count. There's a reason it's overplayed because it's good.
Right. Yeah, that is really hard. It really is hard. You got to try that. Like next week, which looks like it should be the same time. It looks like it's going to be. Yesterday's going to be on the Help album, and I have a hard time with that because I don't ever want to hear it again. Almost, once a year I could hear, or something. But it's a great song. It should be in top 5.
Yeah,
But
well, you just can't let the fatigue factor rule where you put stuff. Like you got to remember, like that people wanted this for a reason. Like so, I know a lot of people had No Reply number 1, and
there's a lot of way of looking at it. I mean, the idea is, what I'm going for is supposed to be what you feel for yourself. Is the most enjoyable right now.
I feel that the best tracks on that album are the original material.
Sure.
There's a couple of the cover songs on that are pretty good. I think the best of the bunch is Words of Love, but
No, where did I have Words of Love? Now I'm down at number 10.
But I say this to people all the time. A guy just did it on my James Bond, on my movie channel. A guy did it on my James Bond rankings. I started from my least favorite to the most. Now this is me, my least enjoyable, right? So I don't know. I do not like On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and that's considered number one by a lot of people. I think I put it second, next to last. So I think, or thereabouts. Or one of the, and he said maybe it wasn't that one. I don't remember what I put next to last, but the guy has made a comment, and it said, "I got to the second one at the bottom, and I said, this guy knows nothing about James Bond. I'm done." And he didn't. He bailed and didn't watch the rest. Never mind if the top 10 agreed with his exactly or anything. But the whole thing is, I was same thing with music. If there is only one proper way to do this, then we wouldn't need lists. Everybody would have exactly the same list. It's 1 to 14, and that's the way it is. And why do you need multiple comments? By the way, I'm hearing echo again. Is that me? Because I've been on all week.
No, it's me. I just can't wear those headphones for long periods of time. They hurt my ears.
All right, I just wanted to make sure. As long as I know it wasn't me.
That's the only thing I can do is turn the volume down. Maybe that'll.
Chris Wright must be in Britain because he never hears.
Joe, it never was you. When you thought it was you yesterday, it never was you. It was always me.
Oh, okay, thank you. But 8 days a week they do play it here a lot. It was a single here in America in 60, I think 65 it was a single.
Well,
and they do play it here on the radio a lot where I am anyway.
No, when John and Paul blend their voices together on 8 days a week, I think that's some of the best sounding we've ever heard them sound on any Beatles song.
Yeah, it's nice.
But off that album, it is the strongest song. I say so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the fatigue was setting in. Like I said, I didn't let fatigue get in my way of that one, Doc. I put it number one. It won't always be the case, I fear.
Yeah, but I mean, like you were saying, like I think it's going to be unanimous, and like you look over even in the comments, 8 days, 8 days,
Yeah.
8 days, 8 days. It had to be really. Like, what else could you go with?
But I'm gonna go by my top three. I'm a loser, no reply.
Yeah, but I did the same thing. I went no reply. I'm a loser. 8 days. So, but that was where I thought, like when I made my list, it was easy to do the top of it. It was easy to do the bottom of it. It was the middle that I had to struggle.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
You're usually pretty good at figuring out your least favorites in the bottom.
Yeah.
That's my easiest for me to knock off, like, and any album, even if it's no matter what album I do, I could always here's bottom, like next to last, third from last, then and also the first 2 or 3. But yeah, you're right. What order do you jumble the middle in? Yeah. It's really tough.
And it's too bad because like I'm looking at, I got my list sitting down here, and I'm going like Words of Love. Do I put that above Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby? And I'm playing the song in my mind.
Yeah.
And brain, I'm going like, no, I'll put it here instead of there. And then, now I got to get the number 9 or something. And I'm looking at the back. I'm going like, oh, what do I? Babies in Black. Okay. And then it almost becomes like you're finishing it because you have to. Like, got to get this done.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's this? Tammy stands for Teenage Music International, I guess.
Y'all seriously have not heard of that?
I didn't know that.
It was a big event back in '64. I mean, you got the Stones performed on there, Gary and the Pacemakers, Jan and Dean, the Beach Boys, Leslie Gore, the Supremes.
Nothing to unlike, for sure. Hey, Joe, did we ever find out who George was?
George was in what?
Well, your last show, you had somebody named George.
Oh, yeah, the one who came on the screen?
Yes.
Yeah, he's just a viewer.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, that was funny.
Hello?
But you weren't there when he eventually got it down and he came on?
I was there.
I actually got him
Because-
his mask off.
Because I was stuck in the room with him alone while you went Avatar to talk to Brad on the phone, and then finally Doc came on and joined us.
Yeah, well, I did a little interview with.
But when it was just me and him there, that was kind of all but a crawl.
Yeah.
But he said he was a regular commenter, and I'm going like, the only one I could think of was George Nanos, and he said, no, that's not me. But today during FabGab, I saw George Gessman or something like that, and I went, oh, could that have been him?
Could it have been?
Could have
I'm sorry, I'm doing two things at once here. I'm trying to see about joining a meeting.
Hiya, Greg, man. Yeah. Busy time. Yes.
Oh man, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Just gotta go back tomorrow.
But it's funny how when you get time off, it just flies by.
I tell you, it's crazy.
You know, like here I've been retired for basically a month now, 4 weeks. And if somebody were to say, "Hey, you're going to take a whole month off," wow, poof, it was just gone, just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, I guess it was. I guess this is my 22nd day. I guess I've been off. Yeah, well, and I got back issue. Well, I'm having like a, what do you call it, shoulder blade issue. Because what I'm doing when I sit in this chair, I kind of like tend to lean. I lean a lot on my arm or something, and my shoulder blade. Like I don't like sit like straight up like this very often. I usually lean. I like to lean on my shoulder, on my forearm, whatever, like that. So.
Well, Hank, I just seen on TV this morning this stuff that pills and stuff and takes care of your. It's wonderful.
Pills, eh?
Pills, yeah. They just like your knees, your back, or whatever you have. You take this stuff and it's magic.
Never believe it's not so.
Well, look, there's an indivisible array. Beatles for sale 6.
Beatles for sale 665. Beatles 65 for sale.
Yeah,
6.
Beatles 65 is technically the American counterpart to Beatles for sale. At least for the well, what I mean by that is it pretty much the track listing for Beatles 65 is the complete A side of Beatles for sale.
Yeah.
Jeff needs that stuff too.
And Beatles 6 has mostly the second side of Beatles for sale on it with various other songs.
There are help songs on there.
Yeah, there is some help songs on that album. Pretty much all the help songs that weren't on the U.S. soundtrack.
And the song "Bad Boy" premieres there and is not yet in England at that point. They shot it to have shot it. They recorded it that because
Bad Boy's a cover, right?
In America, yeah.
I still remember the first time I heard "Bad Boy."
It was a cover song, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was. But
Miss Lizzie was a cover song too.
Yeah, but it was stuck on that oldies but goldies thing.
Yeah.
And I bought that and I went, "What's this Bad Boy?" Actually, I liked it.
I gave Babies in Black a ton of respect, Ray, a ton of respect, and I rated it number 6. Could have been number 5 in the top 5 because it's the first song the Beatles did that's not. Well, I'm not saying they only did "I love you, you love me, she loves him," that kind of thing. That's a song with a deeper thing, though, if you think about it. About a woman that's so attached to her dead husband that she keeps wearing her mourning dress. It's pretty.
Yes, but even that's a cover song.
No, it's not. Babies in Black.
Wait, Babies in Black's an original?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not know that. Maybe it's Mr. Moonlight that was the cover.
Yeah, that's the cover.
Joe, you actually taught me something new.
Oh, well, I'm glad I could do that at least once.
Yeah, Lennon and McCartney, right there. Right there.
Down. You might have to like it now. Down, 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 down.
No, I've got to get everybody's.
I swore up and down it was a cover song. I didn't know.
I did not know that.
I got to get everybody's opinion on Mr. Moonlight changed.
It deserves a little, a little bit of appreciation, but it's still my least favorite on the album.
Yeah, but I'm hearing everybody say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip it." But why would you skip
I don't
a
skip
song that has
songs.
such soaring vocals? You know the Mister. Come on, how could you dismiss that? Oh, even more so than rock and roll music. Wow. Hi, Jorgen.
What's up there, sir?
Jorgen? Hello, Jorgen. Uh-oh. He's having trouble.
That's the worst. Hello.
Hello,
Hey,
Jorgen.
You sure your name's not George?
No, it's not George.
There we go. I think he was just pulling our legs. How are you, Jorgen?
Pretty good. How are you all?
Oh, look. Oh, we got some Mr. Moonlight lovers. Yes. Well, no, it's not a hit, but it's...
Ray, that's old news, that Fab Gap show. No Beatles. We got no Beatles.
We don't want to talk Beatles here. No.
No, I thought it took 115 seconds for you, Doc, to pull out McCartney 3.
Whoa. Well, whatever.
New record.
I don't know. I said that this is likely my most liked Beatles album. Like if I was to pull anything from the rack, this would be like the one I would pull out last. Even Yellow Submarine's over this. So.
Hey, Joe. I just thought of an interesting other idea for a talk show.
Oh. Yeah.
Stone Roll, ranking and reviewing all of the Stone songs.
Whoa.
I wonder if any. Well, I guess people have done it, but I don't know of anybody.
I think as a sequel to Fab Gap, I think it would go over well.
Well, it won't be me. Maybe it could be that other guy could do it.
Who's the other guy?
It's kind of like what's it? TieDyed. FitToBe TieDyed.
What do you think about this here? Didn't know Dear Prudence was a Beatles song. Heard Susie and the Banshees first.
Oh, that happens. Same thing happened with my girlfriend with Mother Nature's Son. She only knew it as a John Denver song.
I'm gonna come out now with a total shock that I love the Susie and the Banshees version. I never knew it was a cover.
There you go.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. My days.
It's funny. I heard it recently. And did not like it. It wasn't the worst I heard. It was okay. It was good. Well, I didn't love it. Let's put it that way. It wasn't terrible though.
Well, I have the single.
I hear that.
Of Susie and the Banshees.
Greg, man, we are actually, funny you mentioned that, Greg, man, we are actually working on that. Me and Dolan are a talk show that is going to cover everything Beatles related, not just the Beatles discography itself, and not just the solo stuff, but and not just albums too. We're going to cover like TV performances, and go into the history of the group and stuff like that. And what we figured out so far, how the show's going to be set up, we're thinking we're going to do it weekly on Friday evenings, and each week we're going to rotate who gets to host the show. So one week, for example, it'll be on my channel, and then we'll rotate and do it on Richard's the next week. And maybe because we're working on getting a couple people lined up for the hosting, so we'll rotate doing it on their channels as well. But I chose to do it that way because I thought that would be the fairest way to allow people that, for example, people that are subscribed to me but may not be subscribed to Richard, to be able to go over there and show the support there.
Have you figured out who gets to speak first?
Well, it's going to be set up like a normal talk show. We're going to rotate around the room and give our opinions on certain things.
Go.
Richard has requested me to invite you to be a special guest when we do the Flaming Pie and Chaos and Creation.
Oh, me?
Yeah, because he wants to. He thinks it would be fun to argue with you about Flaming Pie and Chaos and Creation.
Oh, I'll argue with him.
Mason.
Where's Dolan?
Yes.
I at was it the thrift store just yesterday, and I saw something that I didn't buy, but I took a photo of it.
Ooh. Wait! I'm gonna blow you up. Yeah, it's.
I can't tell what it is.
No.
What am I looking at?
Oh, Beach Boys.
That's the Beach Boys Volume 2.
It's a couple of these early tapes.
I can't see what the other one says.
It's Beach Boys, both of them.
Yeah, with the one on the
Yeah,
left.
well, the other one's too bright.
Yeah,
I know.
It's hard to read.
The other one, it's the best of the Beach Boys. The other is Beach Boys. I have no knowledge about it, but it's a little old lady from Pasadena. Don't worry, baby, and your dream comes true. Shut down, Alley Hope, Missy Lou.
Oh, Miserlou. For the longest time, I didn't know they did that.
So
This Miserlou.
This is a kind of old 8.
Yeah, Dick Dale was the one who did Miserlou originally, I think, or at least he's the one that made it popular.
I didn't even know that was the name of it.
Wow.
They wanted around $4 for these very early tapes.
Ooh.
Doc, do you do secret squares, or is that my thing?
Well, I can if you wish. Are you ready then?
Well,
okay, so we're just blah blah. Let's just take a moment to show our audience the secret square.
oh, he's handling it well. Look at
It's always the secret square. Why not? You know, he's just got the face to be a secret square.
Yeah.
All the time. All the time.
Oh man.
Oh, just the volume 1 was put out because Pet Sounds didn't do very well. Yeah, I can agree.
Well, that's only because Capitol didn't believe in the album and they didn't promote it well, and it didn't end up charting very well when it first came out.
Listen, excuse me for a minute. I have to go somewhere now. I'll see if I can come back later.
Okay.
And it's not the restroom.
Okay, no problem. No problem. I still say 8 Arms to Hold You was probably the original title of 8 Days a Week. You know, it follows. And then they probably said, nah, we got a better song for this movie than that. And so it got relegated to Beatles for Sale. Who's your favorite Beatle? I say Mr. Lennon. Boys?
Well,
I say Mr. Harrison.
Okay.
Well, if we were talking pure musically, I'll say Paul McCartney, despite McCartney 3.
Oh, well, then you would be Mac's best friend.
Well, I think he has done best songs. I have heard very little about George Harrison's solo career that I was interested in. Ringo Starr, I heard very little of, period. And John Lennon is a little too overplayed song. So I say Paul McCartney. I love
George is the best songwriter of the 4. Paul, you know, Paul was by far the best singer, at least of the Beatles. And
John's the best singer. I love John's. Even though John thought his voice was crap, I still preferred him over Paul. And George, I never was too happy with his voice to begin with.
When it comes to voices, I'm not saying that John Lennon is a bad singer, but I agree. I think that Paul McCartney in that case is a better singer, actually. It's a better voice.
So even Invisible Ray says, Jorgen, I think you are correct. Yes.
Thank you, Irie.
There you go. But as for a songwriter, well, after the Beatles, John got all political and all this stuff with his lyrics and stuff, and I didn't really care for that. So, you know, John was a better songwriter with the Beatles, but Paul was a better songwriter after the Beatles because he had more hits anyway and was more productive and I thought did better myself. What is Honey Rider or Agent XXX? What's that mean?
A little hard time judging Paul McCartney in a kind of a real way, since I'm bored to death with Imagine and Give Peace a Chance and all this stuff that I've heard to death.
Well, this is true. That this is like what we were saying, trying to rate songs on this record is because 8 Days a Week, even though it's been overplayed, is the best song on there. But a lot of people are going like, oh, I heard it too much. I'm putting it at number 5. You really shouldn't take that into consideration. No, if it's the best song on there, there's a reason it's been overplayed. Hey, Mike Ensley, how you doing? So, but a lot of people did take that into consideration and did put.
Well, if you're going to go pure musically, I still think that Give Peace a Chance is definitely, in my opinion, pure crap. I think that one is.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with this. Go away, I say. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
Imagine I'm sick to death of it, but I think that it is a very, very nice made song. It's a very cozy and real well made song.
As far as early solo Lennon singles, I'd have to say, comparing Give Peace a Chance, I'd have to go and say that Instant Karma, We All Shine On is the better one.
Oh, between those two, yeah, of course.
I just love the message that he brings on that song.
But
Well,
I think the best
And
songs.
aside from that, he's in fantastic voice on that.
I think the best. I think the best John Lennon songs, in my opinion, are the ones that was released right after his death, Woman and Just Like Starting It Over. And so I think those ones are my favorite. Nobody Told Me. I think those were the best John Lennon songs released, actually.
I think so too. So like as long as he stayed away from being a message song, I thought they were fine. And yeah, he can be like, oh, I'm gonna sing about Yoko or something. Well, as long as he kept it kind of that, well, you could put anybody in that spot. Like, hey, maybe he's singing about a girlfriend or something like that, even though you knew he was talking about Yoko. Well, you gotta have something you can identify with.
Oh, let's see. I'm going to write an entire album about politics.
Well,
I heard Just Like Starting Over as a single. Now that single only have one real problem. I love the song very, very much. That single has one problem. That is
it's dated. It sounds like something from the damn 50s.
It's supposed to do that, I guess. But it's the B-side. Kiss, Kiss, Kiss with Yoko Ono. That one is so dreadfully horrible.
Well, anything Yoko touches is dreadfully horrible, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion.
Kiss,
but I like Kiss, Kiss.
Darte.
Mutu.
Yeah, the moaning in the end. I think that song is a laughing stock.
I like it though.
Well, sucks to be you.
I was the one who put Mr. Moonlight so high on Beatles for Sale, but when it comes down to if we ever get around to doing a double fantasy, I'm afraid I'm going to have to put Kiss, Kiss, Kiss kind of high. Sorry.
No, Jeff Candle.
That's just me.
No, Jeff Candle. I know that. Why do you think I said it now when Joe has left?
You might be surprised. He might agree. Yeah,
no, I if I'm not wrong, I talked about before. I think that Joe had nothing against Kiss, Kiss, Kiss. If I don't remember, I called it wrong.
No, I don't. I'm not aware of any Kiss, Kiss, Kiss hate from Joe, but
no.
But I do. What's the other one off that? I thought there was 2 songs off there.
I have heard not that much of the album itself because those singles are good. I really think that the album might be good, but I hesitate because I also know that our son Yoko Ono solo tracks, and I don't want those. It's enough that I have to have it on the B side of this.
So I'm gonna mute because I want to listen to this recording that was just posted.
Okay. Oh, it's Give Me Something. Give me something that's not cold me. What's wrong with that?
Hey, what do you want?
I want agreement. That sounds good. I like that one. Yes.
Well, I guess you can't get everything.
Well, it's just I couldn't remember the title of it. Okay, I got it now. But Kiss, 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 and Give Me Something are excellent tracks. I like them. So, all you people, all you Yoko haters out there, there's something good out there.
Feels like I want to be a part of that recording. Did she?
Joe's back.
Well, we haven't talked about anything interesting.
we got onto Yoko here, Joe. So
I expressed my inner hate for Kiss, Kiss, Kiss when we started talking about the B side, or when we was talking about the Just Like Starting an Over single.
Yeah, I like those two songs that we mentioned.
Exactly what I said. I know that he didn't have any the same hatred for the song as I do when it comes to Yoko songs.
Yeah, but I have
like
no trouble with
A single though. I like the A single though, the A side though.
Yeah, but I mean, why all the hate for like Give Me Something and the Kiss, Kiss, Kiss? I don't understand. It's avant-garde.
Yeah. You can say that again.
Yeah. Here, wait a minute. Here's our good friend Invisible Ray. He'll set us straight.
I'm not going to say nothing about Yoko. I'm just going to say Nana Muscuri. Only love. You remember that one?
No.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't hate it. I think I'm just bored. I just heard it way too much.
Oh, you don't like Nana?
No, I think that is one of those songs that when I hear that song on the radio, I turn it off because I heard it way too much.
Well, I am the total opposite of you, young man, because I love that sort of song. And also Michael Ball, Love Changes Everything. Remember that?
Yeah, yes, I heard it. It's the song that goes in and out here. I remember Michael Ball from the Eurovision '92. That's what I remember Michael Ball from.
I didn't even know he was on it, but my wife told me he was.
One step at a time.
Anyway, I shall shut up and let you speak.
Ooh, okay.
I have to prepare my help list for next week.
Yeah, that's got to be another tough one.
Come on, man! I don't want to put help first. Talk about tired, fatigued.
I know the feeling. I have that one. I'm afraid.
I know the feeling. I have a top 50, around 100 songs from the 1986 to rate until next month for Facebook channel.
Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? I would rather that UK. I rather would do side 1 and 2 separately, to tell you the truth, because all the movie songs will be on the top for me.
Yeah, this is going to be tough. Oh, Yesterday's here.
Yesterday.
That's number 14.
Yeah, that's that.
No, 13. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's that fatigue factor that's going to.
It should be, but it's got to be number 1 realistically.
Well,
no.
Well, no.
Maybe 2 or 3, but.
Yeah, but I can't see that being number 1.
That was a lot of fun.
Help. You gotta hide your overweight. Help. You gotta hide your overweight. Ticket to. These are top 5s. I mean.
It's gonna be tough.
Everybody's gonna have You Like Me Too Much near the bottom. Not me though. But...
Oh yeah, that'd be the bottom.
Act Naturally will be number 14.
13, 14.
Accidentally going to be at the bottom of the list, or near the bottom of the list, because
Okay, here we go, Beatles again.
No, this is going to be like trying to do a Hard Day's Night where I'm just staring at it. I can't put anything at 14.
That's
yes,
every
yes,
Beatles
I can.
album.
Oh, yes, I can. Because it's there already.
Yeah, everybody hates Dizzy. I've gotten to hate. I'm gonna save this for next week. I've gotten to dislike that song because everybody dislikes it. I never used to dislike it until I heard everybody talking about it. Then they put it in my head. That thing is like.
I like it, except I do find the guitar a little annoying.
That's why I've never noticed. The guitar never bothered me until I've heard everybody say how much it bothers them. Now
Well,
it bothers me.
Taxman's worse.
Yeah, it bothers.
Yeah.
That's going to be 14. I'm pretty sure.
Down, 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 down.
Yeah. Other than 14, this is going to be not too easy.
We might as well just do it now. And at number 13.
I'll save mine for next week.
It's going to be tough. There's a lot on here I like.
Let's rank the Depeche Mode album of songs.
Okay. I already ranked the Depeche Mode albums in one video, but okay.
A broken
I
frame.
don't know any of them except for Personal Jesus.
Check this out. Glorious red vinyl of the Red album.
Ooh.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's
Why haven't you got it on Apple?
I don't know. This is an American copy.
Oh, it don't work for me, that. It does not work for me.
Why not?
Well, I hate it, and I also hate your rock and roll album. Is totally different. We got nice parlophone.
No, that's just the double red.
Parlophone was never an interesting label.
No, I'm sorry, I disagree. I don't like Elvis's label. I think that looks horrible. RCA.
I'm gonna start doing these without my glasses.
Yeah, but now you can't read the comments.
Can't see a thing.
That's what happens when you get old. You end up with
Look after the minces. The old mince pies.
I never thought. Ray, you know? Well, you know, right? What happened? You were on my chat when I saw what you look like.
Oh no! I didn't realise you had, but I thought, well, if Beetle Boy's hanging about, he's bound to show that photo.
Yeah, he showed it last night.
It's his kryptonite.
And J.D. Thompson was watching too, apparently, and other people.
Oh, any ladies watching?
Oh, I know. I swear I didn't know. He showed something, but I couldn't see it up close. It was kind of a far away, a little thing. And I said, "Who is that?" And he said, "You know who this is?" And I said, "Whoever it is ugly. It's an ugly picture."
All I can tell you is that photo, which I can't remember now, but I've seen a couple of them. And there's one that's not too bad, and then there's one that I'm just sort of getting out of bed naked, and it's not the most flattering.
That's the one. It wasn't very flattering. I think there was like bare shoulder or something.
Now the cat's out of the bag. I was trying to keep that, hope that that wouldn't get out to too many people.
Well, now Tom Magnotti said that explains much.
Well, listen, you lot, you can stand there and take the piss all you want, but I know that I'm fucking much more handsome than that picture, and that's all I need to know.
So what was that, taken on a bad day or something?
Just in bed smoking and drinking and looking at that shit. I'm sorry.
How did you ever get a hold of that?
Because Patrick, the vinyl archivist, got the original screen capture, and then I just screenshot that.
You see what people have on their computers these days.
Mm-hmm.
That could be. Oh, he puts it back up. That's the one.
Is that the iRay?
It's all right. I look a bit yellow there, but I mean it's James Bondish, really.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Oh my! What's up with the hair? I don't understand.
Well, I told you I haven't brushed it enough. I look like Roger Moore. Don't you get it? I do.
It looks like one of these creepy visions that you see on Chill's channel on YouTube.
Well, I knew it had to been real because I recognized the pillow. That's got to be true. It's got to be true. Wow.
Well, I understand now. And why I understand the hat, too.
Well, listen, there's nothing to understand apart from I didn't particularly want to be on camera for the reasons that I've already explained and explained to everybody else.
I got you.
And I'll tell you another thing. It's not about me hiding because I'm actually on another channel where I speak just like you and Jorgen and
on YouTube.
And you too.
No, on YouTube.
YouTube, yes, I have, yes.
But you've never told us that what the channel is, right?
Well, I can't go mixing things up. I've got different subjects I'm into, different hobbies. I keep them very separate.
I want to watch. I want to become a subscriber.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can be a subscriber of my movie channel, and you can help me rate the top 10 Universals.
Whoa!
You have a movie channel?
No, it's the same thing.
Oh my God! I'm gonna see Invisible Ray's face.
You can see me all day and all night, all dressed up to the nines and everything, but I'm not going to give you the channel.
Oh, how in the world would I find it? Well, you don't know what the topic is then. Well, somebody who's watching this must know.
Well, yeah, a couple of people actually do know, but I don't think anybody in this audience knows. I did say it to you before, actually, Mason, but you're too stupid to have remembered. It was about 3 years ago.
Wow.
Well,
I went off and watched some of that great whole
3 years ago.
After he was
Just before I even got on YouTube was 3 years ago, so I wouldn't even know.
Thank you.
You weren't on here for at least 3 years?
I started
longer.
I started in 2018.
He invented the StreamYard, believe it or not.
I know the first StreamYards I remember were either Tom's Vinyl Shack or Mason.
He was my very first guest today. I'd never seen him before until today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's still staying off mine. That's interesting.
Tom's Vinyl Shack.
He was here, and
to my knowledge, the first StreamYard was done actually by a guy that's no longer even in the vinyl community. He disappeared. But anybody remember Brian Music Chatter? By any chance? Okay, he was one of the guys that I used to hang out with here on YouTube. Year or two ago when I first started out. And
yeah, he was his fag.
And to my knowledge, you were the first one to use it in the vinyl community. So then I click onto a stream and I'm like, the other people on stream, I'm like, I got to get in on this because this is amazing.
I need a Richard Dolan shirt.
We all do.
And I need a shirt of Ray with that picture.
Oh,
what do you want? I might have to do a merchandise thing again.
We think so. Yes.
Maybe I'll do Jorgen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'll be flattered.
Hey, Raymond, did you know? Oh, this is totally off the subject, but I was just thinking. Did you see? You like the movie Jaws?
Love it.
Then are you familiar with a really bad rip-off movie called Great White? It has other.
Is that the one with? Is that with Vic Morrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I did watch I have every bad movie you can imagine like that. I never heard of that. I don't know how I never heard of it. And then somebody on here was doing a video about it, and I saw it, the video. So I got to see it.
I've seen about 16 to 20 Jaws rip-offs and all kind of different fish. I've seen. What else have I seen? Loads of Star Wars rip-offs, loads of Rambo.
Yep.
and lots of cheap kickboxing films with, what's her name? Cynthia Rothrock.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Wasn't there a movie called Sand Shark?
Sand Shark?
Sand Sharks with Hulk Hogan's daughter, Brooke Hogan, where they have taken the sharks from Jaws and put them on the just ripped them off, put my computer on the beach and run while on the beach, but it was clipped from the Jaws that I have horribly computed into another movie.
Yeah, that's funny. How about Grizzly?
Oh my God! What about Grizzly 2? Actually got made, didn't it? But there's only certain clips left of it.
I didn't know there was a 2.
What was that? A guy in a bear suit going like this?
Well, yeah, it was kind of like Jaws, but you know, a gorilla, not a gorilla,
A bear.
a grizzly
at the park, and you know they want to keep the parks open or whatever, or close the parks.
When Gentle Ben isn't too gentle.
Yeah, no, that wasn't too awful. I didn't think compared to some other. I saw that in the movie theaters, but you know, you see they use a real bear for a lot of shots, but anytime a big a paw comes in this, you know, and scratch, you know, claws somebody, big 40 claw comes.
When they're showing the bear, the actual bear, he's just like this kind of a messing about with like the owner, isn't he? He's sort of like pushing him around, but then they show this paw coming along, and it's like
yeah, and there's a good scene in there with a little boy that gets killed or something that looks real. That's a pretty good scene.
Adam fooled on that one.
I think
but still not as terrifying as when the swarm attacked the picnic family.
In the swarm?
Beginning. Yeah, killer bees.
Still never saw the swarm either. Michael Caine is in it, right?
No. Well, yeah, you've got two. You've got two good ones. You've got one with David Warner, the evil butler on Titanic. That's called Killer Bees, I think. And then the swarm with Michael Caine. I always thought the bees were our friends.
I guess so.
Honey. How about Sharknado? What do you think about those?
Oh God, no, we don't talk about things.
I didn't catch what you were asking about. What is it?
Sharknado.
Oh, I don't know that. Boy, Ray's ahead of me on a lot of these now.
Oh heck, I think they made about 6 or 7 of those Sharknados.
Yeah, they were made with the idea that they were supposed to be made they were supposed to be made with a low budget, and they were supposed to be very stupid.
Yeah,
and
they managed to do that.
Yeah, they did manage to do that. Not that I saw more than 20 minutes of it.
Yeah,
they did that. They got the girl from American Pie in those films.
Yeah, Tentacles, an Italian trash with a big octopus.
Yeah, all these titles. I know that title too, Tentacles.
Tentacles is also the cartoon where Tentacles, the octopus, pulls down the Titanic. Yeah, look it up. It's brilliant.
Maybe if you go to Dollar General, you can find some of these.
Oh, you get that one for about 50p.
I think a lot of those are so horrible that you can find them on YouTube.
Yeah,
no one wants to take money for them.
There was one called Squirm that had the worms, about killer worms.
But how big were they?
I don't even know how they got. Well, I guess it just fell on your head or something, like you opened a closet or something.
Look out! Dropping from the sky or something. Jeez.
You know.
Ooh.
And then frogs.
Oh, I remember frogs. Yeah.
You're getting worse and worse.
We're
digging deeper down in the hole.
Don't go in the woods.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's a popular one, and I don't know it. Yeah. Don't look in the basement. You know, don't look in the basement.
I haven't seen that. I've seen Don't Go in the House. That was the first thing.
All those don't answer the phone. Don't go in the house.
I had the pleasure of being in Florida when Frogs was being world premiered.
Really?
Yeah.
That's 1972.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it a big event?
Yeah, they filmed it in Florida. So then they had the world premiere in Florida, I think somewhere around Panama City or somewhere in there. And the newspaper had this full-page ad for Frogs, with color even. You know, like world premiere Frogs at whatever theater. And I'm going like, holy cow.
Right. With the great poster, there's a poster with the big giant frog with a guy's hand coming out.
Yeah.
But they're not giant frogs in the movies. They're just regular sized frogs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but Who wouldn't want to see that? Though?
And Ray Milland is sitting in the house or something, and all the frogs are outside. And at the end of the movie, like they're gonna come in and take him over. And one of my friends was watching this, and he said, What the hell are they gonna do to him? What are they gonna do to him? They're frogs, you know. So
Joe, Frogs was the cover story in Famous Monsters.
yeah, issue number was 91, I think.
Ooh.
It's a great cover.
Day Trippers to Hide
Have
Invisible.
you seen that film, The Hand That Rocks the Cradle?
Yeah, that was with Rebecca De Mornay, wasn't it?
That's it. Now, never have I seen a film where I've wanted the evil person to actually kill the whole family. They're so annoying, aren't they? And
I saw that in movies. I don't remember it.
Oh,
I think it thought it was a really good movie.
who?
Wow. You like it?
The Rock, the one you
The
mentioned.
Hand That Rocked the Cradle, yeah.
I thought it was a really good movie.
Quite good. It's quite good. And another one I wanted the villain to win was Cape Fear. I thought, oh, come on, we've been all this way. He's got the personality. I hate Juliette Lewis. I just want him to kill the family.
Oh, yeah. Juliette Lewis in that. Yeah, I
Oh,
think
you
that.
want to slap her. Yeah.
Did you see the original one?
I haven't seen it, and I don't think I want to see it because of, I don't want it. No, I like the remake, and I don't want it,
Ruined.
to be ruined.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes. I know they're both about that's pretty good. I thought both of them pretty good. But yeah, Robert Mitchum in the original, which is a crazy guy.
Normally, it's the opposite. You don't want to see a remake because you don't want the original to be.
It's just that one was so blown up with the over-the-top music and this sort of, even it was so well made as a film. I know it's a bit corny at times, but I just thought kill the whole family, and it didn't happen.
That's the end of the movie. Just kill everybody. The end.
I think. How about Food of the Gods?
I haven't seen this film.
You do have to see Food of the Gods because it's really that's funny as hell. I think they have like giant like mice and phony looking mice and stuff attacking people.
Oh, I might have seen it.
And it's in color, and they have like a chicken. There's a rooster or something, like a giant rooster that attacks a guy. That's funny at the beginning. And but unfortunately, I gotta say, I said unfortunately, they shoot real. I think they shot air guns at real mice to kill them.
Oh, I hate it when they were involving cruelty with animals, especially in these cheap films, because they can't afford to get a stuffed animal.
Cannibal Holocaust. Did you ever see that?
No. And I'm not a big fan of The Hills of Ice because it's so bloody cheap and crap.
It's overrated. I saw that. Caught up with that late. And Last House on the Left is overrated, I think, too. But
yes, and so is. Hang on, I'm trying to think of the title. I'll come back to you. Continue talking.
All right.
I don't know. Jeff Kendall wants to know if that's the one with the giant ants, and I think no, that's them. I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that was them. Yeah, they made a lot of giant ants. They made Empire of the Ants. They made them was probably the classic one.
Tarantula.
Yeah, Tarantula. Right, I like the girl in that.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she was in that dreadful. What's that film with that giant bird?
The Giant Claw.
Yeah, she's in that as well. Isn't she?
That is one of the all-time worst monsters of all time, the Giant Claw. You guys, I'm telling you.
I know it's bloody awful. It's a disgrace because they could have got someone like Harryhausen involved in that film.
Yeah,
but
I love the Japanese ones, like War of the Gargantuas and things like that.
But the thing is, the actual film itself is pretty neat script. I mean, it's just the monster itself.
Oh, it's ridiculous! It really is the worst monster. It's a puppet. It's like a puppet. It looks like the cuckoo. What is it? Cocoa Puffs bird.
Cocoa Puffs.
Anybody see Cannibal Girls with Eugene Levy?
Think so.
No. Eugene Levy is probably serious.
these crummy early 60s films that are usually in colour.
Mm.
And that Cannibal Holocaust, the most gruesome scene, they capture one of those giant big turtles and rip the shell off his back. It's horrible.
Oh, stop it. We do not want to talk animal cruelty on this show, do we, Doc?
Well, it's something even you can't take. I can't believe it.
No, I can't.
And it's like his legs are going like this. It's like upside down. Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, that sounds gross. Yeah.
Oh.
And then we're waiting for the follow-ups, the giant turtle killers.
How about Gamera?
Revenge.
Gamera is the giant. Yeah, I could go get some movies right now and show it right on it behind me on the shelf. I should bring some of the stuff out. Gamera.
Have you got Dracula's Dog, I think it's called in your country?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have it, but I've seen it. It's also called Zoltan.
Yeah.
Dracula or something.
Yeah.
Dracula's Dog.
What makes me laugh, though, is that, it turns out that the dogs come looking for the last descendant of Count Dracula himself. But the last descendant's actually got kids and a wife. So surely the kids of the last descendant. Am I wrong?
I never thought of it.
Who writes these things?
Been a long time. So, yeah. I don't know. As long as it's not boring, as long as they're interesting,
I'm horrible. I definitely no interest in horror movies, but those kind of movies are so stupid that they can make you laugh.
You can watch them. Well, see, that's the thing. You come here and you get either Beatles or
Horror
monster movies.
What am I doing here?
It's like you never want to go on my channel.
I've been on a channel once, twice.
Yeah, you're welcome to come on, but I just don't want you to be bored.
No, I've seen you. I stay away from your fab when you're ranking Beatles albums because I really don't know what to say.
Yeah.
You don't like the rants?
I like rants, but not.
I heard
Beatles.
a couple of guys
I don't own Beatles albums, so what should I say? I don't own any Beatles albums.
Jorgen's a breath of fresh air.
What you should do is get take a whole bottle of aspirin. Get rest. Call your doctor in the morning.
Thank you, Dr. Joe.
I always that's a I can't think what the term is. When a stock answer that I use with some of my commenters sometimes. If anybody ever says that.
Well, listen. I was mentally unbalanced because of the Broad Street last week. Well, I think that you and Brad and Matthew Street are all going to get really beatled out. I'd be suffering by now with this thing.
No.
I'd be suffering because I just it's so difficult to get through all these Beatle records again when you talk about them. No, not you, but when they're talked about all the time. Where am I going to put Let It Be?
Well, it's like I say. I say that every time. As much as I like them, I like to get into something else. Like if I'm going to do Beatles, I'd rather listen to a solo album or something not as done to death.
Depeche Mode or the Beatles or synth music? Well, that's one way.
No, that'd be Human League.
Oh, I know two of their songs.
It's a little hard actually to compare Depeche and Beatles in that fashion because Beatles started something new. Depeche Mode came at the same time as a lot of synth bands.
Oh, this Psychotronic video guy. Sorry.
Yeah. You go.
No. I just want to tell Jeff. I know that Psychotronic movie book. Yeah.
What's that? A guide to every bad horror movie ever made, or something?
Oh, not all bad, but anything bad and not so bad. Anything any crazy or normal even. Horror movie. I've got the books back there. Yes, I play a little bass. Here it is.
Ding, ding, ding.
Whoa.
It's even less.
I gotta go back tomorrow. Oh, I'm so upset. It feels like the first day of school jitters.
Yeah.
After summer's holiday.
So Joe going back to work tomorrow probably means that it will be a decrease in live stream.
Oh, definitely there'll be a decrease in live streams, no doubt about it. But then again, at night maybe, because Tuesday. Well, I'll be too tired anyway. But Tuesday, usually if I'm going to do it, it would be Tuesday probably, or Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday.
Well, you're certainly not going to quit the StreamYards, are you?
No, hell no. Well, I got the expensive plan. Well, it's $25. It's supposed to be $20.
Well,
I'm paying
they give you the option to set it up monthly or annually. I'm not sure which one you chose.
I did the monthly. That's why it's $25.
I think mine might be the annually.
It's 20.
That the weather's going to be not too bad this week.
Yeah, because the weather affects my. I do not feel like trudging through snow. Let's put it that way. Now I'm dangerous. I live dangerously, guys. What can I tell you?
So I think you're going to have like mid 40s somewhere in there.
So
maybe a little rain. Yeah.
Christmas is over. That's a good thing.
Yeah, we still got fog out here. Yeah, it was foggy this morning.
Oh, the fog.
Yes.
The
movie.
How have I never seen the fog?
What? So you're not aware about the bit where the granny keeps saying, "I'll go outside and look," and you say, "No, granny, don't go out the bloody door. There's deadly pirates out there."
That's in the John Carpenter one.
She goes out the door every single time.
You must have seen this, and if you didn't see this, Ray, it's your kind of humor. I think it's the movie Pieces. You ever hear of Pieces?
Oh.
It's a slasher film called Pieces, and it's got Linda Day George screaming, "You bastard!" It's a class. If you look it up on YouTube, just that one segment. It's so funny they put it on there. She's the B word.
I'll have to investigate. There's so many that I want to see from the old days, and now you can sort of dig them out, because they were banned. But you could get them quite easy, and a lot of them you can watch on YouTube. So it's brilliant. But I've just got to remind myself of the films I was watching, because it was my mate and it's his video recorder. So we used to, in the early 80s, we used to go around. His dad had a video shop, so we used to get all the latest nasties, all under the counter stuff. Brilliant.
You've seen Mother's Day, haven't you? No. Well, that's a sick movie.
No.
It's a pretty sick one. I like sick movies and straight movies.
Yeah, let's just
not big in the blood.
It's The Secret Square.
Oh, it's me.
Hi, full world. Did you want me anything?
Yeah, that's it. That's all.
That's a long time.
Jorgen, what would you normally talk about on Rachel's channel, my dear?
Whatever everyone else talking about.
Pretentious music, usually.
Rachel is her show is so diverse from anything like what the Doc show or Joe's show is. Doc shows are typically just you come in here and you hang out and you talk about music. Rachel's is you hang out, you talk about music for about 5 seconds, and then the remainder is genealogy and drama and
mostly drama.
Don't forget her rebuilding.
Oh, that too.
The renovation, yeah.
And Joe's show is pretty much we're talking about the Beatles, but I'd like to avoid talking about the Beatles for 5 minutes because I'm so sick of hearing about them.
No, I don't want to talk about them. I would go on there and just do anything, talk about anything but people that are watching are going to talk about them. And then people come up. I got to be honest with you, if anybody listening, I'm tired of the show and tell. I really am. I don't mind a little bit, but it's not an opportunity to come on and just show everything you own. Because especially if you don't have a channel of your own and you're like, hey, can I show this and show this? Like, get a channel.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind the show and tell so much if it wasn't always just Beatles stuff.
Yeah, no, I get tired of them. I can't say that enough. I mean, I have a channel and everything, but I don't. I say it's going to be a broken record, but it is. I don't want to hear the same Beatles song. The other day, got together with my friend Anthony, and we were in his car. He's got the Sirius XM Beatles channel, and I said, shut that off. I mean, they play Come Together, and they play, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, and they're playing Hello Goodbye. I just don't want to hear it anymore, that often. I don't
It's
play
hard
the
to have a
Beatles.
reputation, isn't it?
You know, yeah. I mean, but then they play something like there's a song nobody knows, and it's called "Blood from a Clone." It's a George Harrison solo song. I was like, "Oh, wow, where did this come from?" And Anthony goes, "Hey, I like this. It's not bad." And I said, "Well, there you go." Well,
It's kind of the same I had.
That's actually the lead-off song into Somewhere in England, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah, but one song out of 50 isn't enough to keep you listening.
I'm
No,
surprised,
Red album.
you mentioned that, Joe, because if anything from Somewhere in England, I'd expect to be played on the Beatles channel. It usually ends up being all those years ago.
Yeah, they played that too, by the way, while we were driving. They played that, and then they played Number 9 Dream. And they play. It's like no, it gets you start hating it. You know, it was too
I
too.
actually had the same feeling when I was younger when it came to Duke Ellington. I wanted some new fresh jazz, and all I heard was Set It in Doll, and it was Take the A Train, and it was same songs every night. Eventually, I quit listening to Duke Ellington and didn't start until just a couple of 5 years ago. So,
Well, it's that fatigue factor. You know, you can only hear it so often,
Yes.
and you go, I don't want to hear that again.
I told you they ruined songs for me. Like that song, "Free Fallin'" by Tom Petty was ruined for me.
What's going on over here? What's this?
we're really in the home of Iray.
It's dark in there.
What are
What
we
you
looking
see
at?
is happening now.
This is a rare glimpse into Ray's world.
He's gonna play some horror films, Garbage Day or something.
No, I'm trying to switch the camera off. I can't see anything.
What is that fat guy saying there? What? We
Oh,
call him
hello.
what? What's that guy saying in your clips that you always do? The guy outside, the British guy. We call him what?
Who is it?
No, not that guy. The other guy. There's a guy outside or something, and he's like, "What?"
Oh, yeah. He's,
Filming what?
What?
Filming what? He's in one of those electric wheelchairs. He says to the bloke, he says, "Stop filming me, or I'll smash it. I'll smash the camera."
Filming what?
Have they ever played anything from Gone Troppo? Because I haven't heard anything from it.
I know it's Ray's favorite album. No, I don't know. I never heard anything, but I just can't take it.
I think if anything from that album they would choose to play, it would probably be Dream Away, because that is the most radio friendly thing on that album. I think.
Yeah, that's not saying much.
It was in Time Bandits too.
That's the way it goes. Is
You know what? George Harrison's biggest mistake was not plagiarizing "He's So Fine," but actually not putting enough Jesus into "My Sweet Lord." Now, if he hadn't have gone down that Hare Krishna road, that song would have been an anthem, a total anthem. I'll tell you why, because of Christians, but because of that Hare Krishna, it goes all weird, doesn't it? All weirdy religion.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, that's what he was into at the time. He wanted to preach.
I know, but we could all dig "My Sweet Lord, I Really Want to See Ya," because Christians really go for that, and they've got some cash on them, I'll tell you. And then you've got
I'm not in a hurry to see him.
Well, we didn't need all the Hare Krishnas or the Jai Gurus.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with
What's
it.
that one song off? What's that one song off Dark Horse? I think it is the J Rad A J.
It's got a wobble board on it.
That's horrible. It overstays its welcome fast.
That's no "My Sweet Lord," though, is it?
That's a
Definitely
great
not.
song, "My Sweet Lord." Still
Trying
great.
to
I never get tired of hearing that one. Believe it or not.
That's just a brilliant beginning. I love it.
Oh,
But then it deteriorates.
Don't
Like
get ready.
letting go.
I can't say that I was ever a fan of "My Sweet Lord."
Not me either. It's kind of weird song when you all of a sudden you're praising the Lord, and then all of a sudden Hare Krishna. It's kind of
Exactly.
weird. It's
What about that? What about that remake he made of it in 2000?
Essential.
Why would you do that? You just get sued by those people for that song infringement thing again.
Well, I still don't agree with that. Only those 3 words sound like it to me. My sweet Lord, and he's so fine. Those 3 words sound the same, but the rest of it don't to me.
No, you can get busted for a lot less than that, and I can hear that song very clearly in My Sweet Lord, and it ruins it for me. That's all I think of now. I mean, if you know too much, it doesn't help sometimes. I don't want to know about how tricky it was for them to make certain records, because then I think, well, I don't respect you so much now because you struggled so much to make it.
I don't know, when that whole story came out about the copyright infringement on My Sweet Lord, I'm going like, really? And then you start playing them back and forth. Oh, yeah, I think I can hear that. Yeah.
Other than he's so fine, I don't know about how does the other parts sound like it though. So far, sooner or later. I hope it's not later. That doesn't sound anything like My Sweet Lord.
Oh yeah, but they were fingering that one part, like
Yeah, just those 3 words. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? He's so fine. That early '60s song.
yeah, with the girl groups, with that fans.
Yeah.
That's what that issue was.
Oh, come on, that's a major issue.
Yeah.
You never heard of that one?
Yeah, it was a very artistic theft.
Yeah, I think
No, I'd heard of the issue, but I didn't know it was them.
Yeah.
There are other songs that to me sound way more like other songs than that one does. Sounds like he's so fine, but you know.
Yeah, the most recent being Stairway to Heaven and that Spirit song.
Oh man.
So
depressing.
The Kinks, All Day and All of the Nights, exactly the same as Hello, I Love You, and apparently they've settled that now.
And who won?
The Kinks.
The Kinks won that one. I think
oh man. Oh, I'd rather do this. Back to the grind.
Well, you got to make the money, Joe.
I know.
You got to make the money for all your Beatles collectibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see it like this, Joe. If you're having trouble, you at least are rating the right album. Help.
Yeah, I know. And here I am sitting. I don't have to go.
A good point. I want a new drug, maybe. No, the song. The person just said Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite song by them. I want a new drug.
So now every time you play it, it sounds like Ghostbusters.
Ray Parker Jr. were actually sued by Huey Lewis and the News for copyright.
I'm glad Huey Lewis was first. Another thing is
they settled outside court.
Baby, You're a Rich Man and Put a Little Love in Your Heart, which I found out that Baby, You're a Rich Man was first. Thank God. But
Your value, man. Put a Little Love in Your Heart. Who did that?
The part at the beginning. How does it feel to be one of the beautiful people? That sounds like.
No, I'm not talking about the comparison. I'm talking about who did that song.
Oh, I know it. Jackie DeShannon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, she. I think where I read that now, she's involved with something on the XM Beatles channel.
Uh-oh. She's probably the program director.
Oh, it's the Harder Rock and Roll is the one? The Huey Lewis song? That doesn't sound like Ghostbusters to me.
No, it was I Want a New Drug.
In fairness, though, she actually had a pretty good voice in the 60s.
Yeah.
Where is he now? I think he's not performing very much anymore.
Does anybody else look at the clock and think how many hours you got left? I do that. It's 5 o'clock. I've got to
go to work in 4 hours.
14 and a half hours.
5 o'clock somewhere.
I used to do the same thing. Oh, I've got 10 hours left of freedom before.
And it's over. You just have all the time in the world.
I know. And the best part was the weather turned when I quit work. So like All of a sudden it got cold. All of a sudden we got snow, and I just went like, I don't care. I don't care.
Actually,
I care.
Doctor sitting here smiling at Joe's troubles.
Well, I know what he's going through. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Mike Mason say that You Will Lose put out a new album in 2020. I know. I heard some tracks of it, and it isn't bad. It isn't what it used to be, of course, but it's actually not bad.
I'm here, but I have to take my turn in the conversation.
Ray has been miraculously sober lately in a lot of these.
True.
I know,
Hey,
I don't want to point
really
myself.
not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I've always liked Ray, but I've never been able to tolerate him as much as I am nowadays.
Yeah, ain't it the truth?
It's a little easier to get along with. Yeah.
We've had some very interesting movie-related discussions.
I agree with
Broad Street as well.
Oh yeah, Broad Street. Mind you, I can't do that show now. I mean, although I'm in a position to do it because I've got all the information, I can't. I'm too depressed to even look at another. And I even took stills from that and downloaded video footage to use, but I'm just glad that it will never see the light of day now.
Why is it so hard?
It's just
I don't get it.
He's excited.
I don't know. I have no problem doing it. So why should it be like, oh, I can't even watch it end to end, or to do a review on? I don't understand.
I think I have to be going to think about maybe an early dinner tonight, my girlfriend and I, because we can't eat too late tonight. Gotta get ready for work.
And you'll be probably going to bed early too. Try to get some.
I haven't been getting a lot of sleep. I like to get up and start the videos and stuff. So it's like I'm like a little kid on Christmas morning. I keep waking up. Is it time to get up? Time to get up. Finally, it's like, okay, 5:30. I'll get up.
Ew.
Yeah, you won't get any sleep, and then you'll get up like me, all shitty, just going to work, fall asleep.
No, I can't fall asleep at my job. No.
I tried, but they wouldn't let me.
At any rate, good talking with everybody. I'm going to evaporate.
Good luck tomorrow, Joe.
Good luck
Thank
tomorrow.
you. It'll be fun. It's going to be fun.
There'll be a rant on it, likely.
I'm also going to go away because I'm going to have a little snack and then go to bed. It's 11 o'clock at the evening here.
All
Don't
right.
be a stranger.
Bye, Jorgen.
Bye.
Hold on.
Just you, me, and a chair.
I gotta fix that. There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
So look at this. Paul had a 2-hour conversation with John Heaton. Wow.
Oh, two great legends. Was this public?
I don't know.
Did he explain why he chose such terrible Fleetwood Mac hits?
Whew. That's amazing. Really. Wow.
Right, I'm just going to go and get a Coca-Cola, so I'll be silent for a moment. Carry on speaking.
Yeah, we're going to have to get some more. I can't talk. Give me more information on this.
Hey, where's Joe?
Oh, Joe left. He's got to go to work. There's Paul. All right. Let's hear about this John Heaton thing.
We didn't get into Fleetwood Mac, Ray. Don't worry about it.
Hey, where's Pike Bass today?
Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll bring him. Just give me a second. I'll go get him.
Yeah, it's not official unless he has one of his pseudonyms up there. He's working on it. Come on. Just a moment while we rename the Roger Wilkham. I didn't expect that, but
wow.
There's got to be a guy somewhere named Roger Wilkham.
Oh, likely. Well, but
So we didn't talk about
John Heaton thing.
We didn't talk about Fleetwood Mac, Ray. Sorry.
Oh, what got discussed? I've totally missed everything.
Oh, you didn't miss anything.
Sorry about that.
Anyway, I gave John your love.
Yeah, I didn't. Not in my comments.
He's a good guy. Yeah, we actually connected through Facebook Messenger, and yeah, we were talking like it was a phone call. It's pretty cool. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh, so what? Were you typing at each other or something?
No, we're just doing over the microphone. If you have Facebook Messenger, you can do like a live phone chat.
Well, I don't have Facebook, so I don't know any of that.
Well, see, now you got to get into the 21st century.
Well, what would it be like? I don't know. It says, "Oh, I want to friend you on Facebook," and meanwhile, I got 0. So like,
well, if you're on Facebook, you could have conversation with John Heaton.
Yes, I have. He complained about Joe Mayo.
but then, hey, Roger, you're on good terms with Canadian Stud Muffin too, right?
Yeah, we haven't connected yet, but we will. But that's a threat. That's a threat. We will. Well, yeah, no, Larry's great. Yeah, well, we're gonna have chatted offline a little bit. Yep.
I want to take the time to say something about a Beatles song.
Beatles.
Well, I'm glad I showed up just in time to talk.
Don't you guys think that means a lot? Is a very underrated track.
It's crap.
It's very good.
You know, the only version of that I've heard is very loud. You know, that it's sort of over boosted or whatever.
Jangly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jangly.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Yeah. Now, didn't he write that for a movie or something? Wasn't that what that was? Or am I mistaken on that? I can't remember.
Well, they said it. No, they said it was made during the Help period, but I don't think it was ever going to be on the film itself.
No, it wasn't for Help. I thought it was something else he was writing it for. Maybe it was for A Family Way or something. I don't know.
I didn't hear the title. What was it again?
What was it, Mason?
That means a lot.
That means a lot. Yeah. Real memorable song.
Yeah, you know.
And what was the deal about that means a lot? What's the
Spit it out.
why is
you guys know this song.
what?
Oh dear, it's hard on my ears.
I can't hear it at all.
You know.
Friends is that your love won't mean a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of
I mean, it
I'll
sounds
tell
like
you what's even worse.
I think
Even worse,
there's a reason it didn't make it on a Beatles album.
because it's crap. Like
I didn't say that, Ray. I don't want all the fanboys crawling up my wazoo.
now, the 2 songs that are really bugging me at the moment that they're talking about is one of them's "I'll Be on My Way." I'm not mentioning any names, but
Ray
some
said
people,
that. I didn't say that. It was Ray.
they say, "Oh, it should have been the Beatles' forgotten single." I thought, listen to it.
It was the forgotten single. Everybody forgot about it.
Yeah, exactly. And the other one is, "Oh, All Things Must Pass" should have been on Let It Be. Now that song's such a dirgy piece of crap. Would that have helped Let It Be? I hate it.
It is a little slow, isn't it? It is kind of dirgy. I like the song, but it is kind of dirgy, yeah.
I think it'd be much worse without Phil Spector. So imagine what the Beatles would have done with it. I don't think it would have.
Well, it would have been Phil Spector at that point. So,
Oh yeah, it would have been, yeah.
so, you know, I probably heard the way it was going to be.
With a big mess up like Let It Be, you really don't want an amateur like George Martin, do you?
He tried, but they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him coordinate it anyway. Have you ever heard the Glyn Johns mixes?
I've heard about them, but I used to have a lot of tape. I used to have a lot of the tapes, but I've never heard.
Everybody is kind of. I chuckle because a lot of people rave about them. I've got a couple of them, and all I can say it's a good thing Phil Spector got his hands on it because they're pretty rough. They're pretty crude.
They're bloody. I've heard a lot of them.
It's neat to hear them, and it's really, there's some really interesting stuff going on. But as a whole album, it's a good thing Phil Spector got involved.
Yep, I agree. It's a horrible mess. It's people with no. What can I say? I think they just didn't have no discipline. They weren't disciplined enough to just go in and do.
Yeah, I think it's interesting because there was another channel. Was it Pop Go the 60s was talking about it. I don't think they were prepared. I think they went into the studio, and I don't think they were properly prepared for to create a new album. Honestly, that's one theory. I'm still pondering that, but it does make a certain amount of sense that they seem to be scrambling to come up with material, and no, let it be.
Oh,
Let it be, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's interesting thought.
Anyway, here I was confusing. That means a lot with if you got troubles. If you got troubles, it's like,
well, if you got troubles, it was just as interesting, wasn't it?
It was just as interesting, and was it 12-bar original?
12-bar original.
yeah.
Although I really like "Leave My Kitten Alone." I think that's a great.
I do too. I do. That should have been on an album somewhere.
Should have been.
Yeah. No, in the mid '80s they were going to release that and Mary Jane as a single, but it never happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there was that Sessions LP, right? Remember that after they were going to release this thing called Sessions, and it appeared as a bootleg, consequently, but they were going to release that as an official Beatles album. It was all these different takes.
I heard about these things, but because I was out of the music, I didn't have music magazines, so I never knew what was coming out. I used to just go down the record shop and ask the bloke, is there anything Beatles coming out? And he'd say, oh, yes, I've got this and I've got that.
I just had a cat around me here somewhere.
You got a cat?
I got a cat somewhere. I don't know if she's gone.
I want to show you my new cat, if I can.
You got a new one? What happened to the old one?
Oh, no, I've got an extra one.
Oh.
He's a boy. He's a big boy, but he's a kitten.
Wait, we're going to see the new cat.
I don't know, because I think he's wandered off to sleep with my Mavis, so I can't go and disturb her.
This is going to be a world premiere, people, of FitToBe TieDyed's new cat.
Ooh.
Oh, kitty! Oh,
wait,
get him.
Look at the camera.
Oh, kitty.
Oh, I hope you found him on the street.
Very photogenic.
She's about 19 years old.
Whoa!
And she wants to be put down.
Yeah, she put me down. Put me down.
Boy. There you go.
The dogs are jealous now.
She wants a treat. She's vying for her treats.
Well, at least give her a treat, being that she was.
She can wait.
Yeah, I think she. Yeah, for sure. Let's go this up.
Told her to roll over and play dead, and she didn't, so she's not getting her treat.
Oh.
Oh, cats never pay attention to what you say to them.
Fresh subject matter.
They pay attention. They just ignore you.
They ignore you, yeah.
All right, fresh subject matter. Favorite Smokey Robinson and Miracle song?
Well, he's only done one. Tears of a Clown.
Actually, Tears of a Clown came first in my mind, but I don't know whether that's.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I don't know. For me, it just tossed up between That's What Love Is Made For or possibly I Second That.
Hop around.
That means a lot.
No.
I like that one.
Give us
on that note.
Clunky record from Anthology.
On that note, I must be going because there's some stuff I'd like to do around my music room.
Okay. So who else is starting up a stream that Mason's going to?
Yeah.
Another stream. He's bailing on us. Going to another stream.
I'll be back on. I'm just gonna leave for a bit to kind of do some work around this music room here because there's some stuff I'd like to do.
Always good to do some house
So
cleaning.
take care, everyone. I may be back later.
You bet. Have a good day.
Okay, then. Bye, Mason. Excuse me. I was going to say, what I should do is take that picture of you holding up the cat and use it as my thumbnail.
Oh, excuse me.
Do you know how many viewers you can get just holding up a cat? Or
Tell me about it.
I know. So I can get
Unbelievable.
more viewers with that thumbnail than I can.
There's a guy. There's a channel I subscribe to called Odin the German Shepherd, and all the guy does is let his dog run around the yard, and he's got like 1 billion subscribers.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. That's
I
all
know.
it does.
Actually, the raccoon guy doesn't even come up in my recommended anymore.
I watch him. Yeah, he's fun. He had some raccoons show up yesterday. Raccoons are back.
Well, I'm sure there are, but I mean, I can only watch that for what.
Well, the coons have been gone all week, all winter. They haven't been around, so now they're back.
Oh.
So this is exciting news. You got to get into it.
I know I'm behind, but like I was on the raccoon train for a while.
He was upset because his hot dogs were all frozen. He couldn't give them any of his hot dogs.
Oh no! Oh, he's probably sitting in the kitchen chopping. Come on, you dogs! Come on.
Yeah, the guy's got. He's got like 500,000 subscribers.
I know that's the nutty part. But I mean, like, I was on the raccoon train for a while, and I watched him. Like, he's out there every day. Like, well, let's go see if this guy shows up. And this, don't be fighting over the hot dogs.
There's a book coming out. He's got a book coming out, all about his life. The guy's apparently he's an ex-RCMP officer.
Right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he spent some time in St. John's, Newfoundland, and now he's in Nova Scotia.
Right.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Yeah, he's kind of when he talks, he reminds me of Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I guess I haven't watched Trailer Park Boys enough to say like what.
Well, they all kind of have that funny dialect down there, It sounds just like Bubbles.
But I could only stand maybe 3 weeks of that guy, and I don't want to watch him anymore. It's the same thing. Same thing every time.
Enough raccoons. Enough.
It's the same thing with Robin Saplut.
Who?
Robin Saplut. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's Seplut. He's in Russia.
Oh.
And he feeds the stray cats.
Okay.
But I was a heavy watcher of that.
Is that like Brian Stetzer's Stray Cats, or is it just different stray cats?
No, that's a completely different thing. No, he goes out every day and finds some stray cats in his neighborhood and he feeds them and all that kind of stuff. And I was a heavy watcher of that for the longest time. And all of a sudden, no, it's the same thing over and over, watching the cats eat. And I'm going like, I guess I had enough, It's like, no, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah, how long did it take you to figure out you had enough?
Too long.
2 years.
Too long. I was a faithful watcher of Robin Saplut for the longest time.
Well, the raccoon guy, he's feeding all sorts of. He's got a stray cat he feeds, and he's got the deer and squirrels, and he had a bunch of blue jays here a while ago.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he mixes it up. It's not just about the raccoons.
No, but I'm still hooked on cat people. The ones where I like Pusick, and I like the one guy in Korea. Like he does an awfully good one.
Oh, okay.
He's got Milky, Boki, and Tan.
Those are the cats.
Well, except for Milky. Milky's a white samoyed.
Oh, okay.
But he's got these 3 animals, and the way he edits the things together, and he always has like a challenge for the animals or shows them doing goofy things and puts the sound effects and tricks in there, makes it interesting. And I like that. And then that Pusick thing pretty much does the same thing, like let's set up a bunch of cups in the hallway and see what the cat does. Like Well, now you got my interest. But I mean, if you're just going out and, well, I'm going to feed the raccoons today. And, well, yeah, I'm going to feed the cats today. Well, same thing over and over.
Yeah.
So I kind of got tired of that. What was the other one? The guy that committed suicide. What was that?
You watched him commit suicide?
Yeah, he did. No. What the? Oh. I was a big
Can't
watcher of
fetch
that
my
one too.
cat, I'm
The one
afraid.
with the
He's got under the bed.
Oh, BB! That's my thumbnail. That's my thumbnail.
Oh, that's fun.
You wait. Hey, hang on. Get
There's a
a,
good
yeah,
thumbnail.
that's a thumbnail. You just watch. You just watch.
She's struggling now. She wants to do it. She says, give me my treats. She's purring.
Oh.
She's purring.
Yeah. You watch. If I put that picture up as my thumbnail, can you imagine how many people are going to?
Oh, you'll get a million hits.
I know. You just watch. You just
and with
watch.
the cat, you'll probably get 2 million.
That's okay. That's going to be the test. You know, to get a picture of a cat there, people are just going to go nuts.
Well, you can grow yourself some nice long blonde hair, and that'll get you hits too.
Yeah. Well, who is this? I don't know how to pronounce it. The prog nerd.
Prog nerd? I don't know.
In NIAMA.
Careful when you don't know.
She's been coming up in my recommended, and I don't know who the heck that is. But she's doing well, put it that way.
Is she an English girl?
I don't know. I've never clicked on it to see, but I'm going like, who is this?
Yeah, I think I know who you mean.
Yeah, Nimi. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, she's still like she's a teenager. But she's into prog records. She's on there with her dad quite a bit.
Mike, that wasn't a wig. That was not a wig. That was my own hair before I got a haircut. Yeah. I hate when if you can see that it has Beatles wig and then it has on my screen square. Like, what's in that square? What am I missing there?
What square?
Did you see I've got it up there? It says, or Doc, you can wear your Beatles wig square.
Oh, it's a smiley face.
Oh, no, I don't know.
You're missing the smiley face at the end.
I'm just getting square. So I don't know. Oops. Yeah, that was my real hair. Yeah. Even Joe Mayo was jealous of it.
I thought it was his Mr. Spock wig. That's what I thought it was.
All I needed was the eyebrows, yeah. But
so, Ray, say something controversial. Get this conversation moving here.
Well, I would do, but you see, because I haven't had any alcohol, I've had no drugs, and my wife's fast asleep next door, so I can't make too much noise, you understand. However, once we stop talking about whatever we was talking about, I'll probably say something.
Well, over to you.
I don't know, what were we talking about?
YouTube.
Beetle wigs.
Oh yeah, I got. You said something about a woman, and now when a woman nerd, and I've got, when I put my computer on and I've got these little quick buttons, so I've got YouTube, but it always comes up on the same page, and it's always the Omaha introvert. I'll have to change the page because it just comes up every time I put YouTube on. I get a.
Oh really? I never got her coming up.
No, not me neither.
Oh well, no. I mean, it's because people were moaning about her before, so I thought I'll give her a quick watch. But then somehow I saved the page afterwards because just to get to YouTube, I didn't know it'd go on to her blooming page every time I switch YouTube on. It's very distressing to see her medicated face.
Here, I'm going to chat out a link here. That are you guys familiar with Steve Ricks?
Blimey, no,
Steve
never heard
Ricks.
of him.
How do I chat here? I can do private. Can I comment here? No, I guess I can't. Oh, here, I'll do a private.
To YouTube or something.
There's Steve Ricks he's an impersonator, and he does various music people, and he does a lot of Beatles and Bee Gees and that kind of stuff. He did one today of he's mock interviewed George Harrison. It's absolutely hilarious.
What's this called? What's this channel?
I just sent out the link there in the private chat. Doc, you can maybe share that, but it is absolutely hilarious. It's not very long; it's very short, but it's so funny. It's really
Is he mimicking George, or is he just reviewing?
He's full done up as George, and he's answering questions. Like an interview. It's really funny. It's only like a minute. It's only a minute and a half long, but it's so funny. It's really funny stuff.
He's not that bloke from Liverpool who's always doing Paul and John and George and that, is it?
Yeah, that's the same guy. Yeah, it's Steve Ricks.
Oh, yeah. I think he's actually collaborated with Larry Graves at one point.
Oh, has he?
Yeah, because they sang A Day in the Life, and then he did the woke up, got out of bed bit. It was funny, I've got to admit. I
haven't seen that. I gotta watch that. It just came out today. This thing is so funny. Can you share? Maybe you can share it, Doc.
How's that?
I don't see it. Oh, in the chat.
I've got it right.
Yeah, it's in the chat. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. Okay. You hit that. You guys will enjoy that. It's really funny. At least I thought it was. But that's my sense of humor.
He knows his Beatles, and he obviously hates Ringo and Yoko, so it can't be all bad.
Well, I think he did this one because it's George's birthday, right? So, a couple days ago.
I like it when he does the John Lennon voice.
Yeah, well, he does the Paul McCartney one like he's, he can't sing, right? So he's doing
he does that stupid Paul McCartney face, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, what's this?
Dang. Dang.
So do a search for Steve Ricks.
Well, I had him up here.
Oh.
I had him up here. I just don't know how to share it right. Because I had that running.
You silly old fart. Come on.
How do I get him up here?
Where's Mason?
So when you share, try sharing, like you get different options. Share video file.
Yeah.
And then you can, I think you got an option to share it. Share it as an app or something. Share it in an application or whatever.
It's a share screen or video file.
Yeah, you press share, and then there's a little box as one of the options. That's the copy and paste. Or highlight, copy, paste.
Oh, well, see, for one thing, it quit running. So if I get it running again, replay, okay, and I'll freeze them. Okay, go back to here, share screen. Fine.
Yeah, it's very short. It's only a minute and a half long. So.
Yeah, remember I've got to get up for work in 4 hours, so.
There we go.
Okay.
Can we hear it?
I was just trying to get it to even show up.
Right.
Okay, get that
He's
far.
terrified
So that's the first question.
Okay, so the next thing I got to do is I got to make it go. Okay.
Yeah. Make it go. Yeah,
Make
turn
it
your
go.
volume on. Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Buffering.
That's the first question.
Okay, buffering. Well, it's buffering.
Boy, you got slow internet.
Bloody hell. I want my money back.
You still on dial up or what?
Yeah. I think I'm a Netscape.
But what were those little things you used to plug into your computer?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dongle. dingle dongle or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on, go.
Boy, it's
Oh.
really
There we go.
okay. We can hear it.
No, it stopped again.
It's great. You know, now we see each other.
That's not clear.
Ah, crap.
Oh, you've missed the moment. We've missed the moment.
Well, follow the link. The link's there. You can go there.
So close, so close. Oh.
It's quite funny.
Hmm.
Quite funny.
No, the one
Can I
I
share my? Hey, maybe I can share my screen. Hang on.
oh yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it from your. Am I still living in the 90s? Yes. Yes. Although I'm doing better than Joe's friend Anthony. He tries to come on. All you get is an eyeball. Come on, Anthony. Come on. You can do it.
No,
Like
it's not
I
working.
said, you guys are gonna love it. It's funny.
Yeah, let me try that again.
I'm not gonna get caught for.
No, it's not behaving.
Uh-oh.
Well, hang on. No, it's not letting me do it.
Oh, it's Canada for you.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's try this. Hang on. Can you see that?
Yep. Hang on. There we go.
Can you hear it?
No.
Okay. Can you hear it okay?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yep. Good.
It's great, you know, now that we don't see each other anymore. No, you know, usually just a letter bomb. That usually gets the message across. Well, you know, I suppose it saves kiss them goodbye, doesn't it?
I can't hear it. I'll have to watch it later.
No, I mean, she's back in England. Now, you know, an epic.
It's spooky.
After her.
Eric.
Yeah, Eric Clapton, you know, is a good friend.
Where's this going?
Every night, you know, in fact, he called around last night to take the dog for a walk. We haven't even got one. Yeah, you know, I got it after two lesbians who were next door. But I think they misunderstood me, you know, when I said I want to watch.
Yeah.
His grinny face.
Anyway, that's enough of that. Okay, now how do I stop sharing?
Excuse me, but how did you get that screen onto your screen?
Well, okay. So when you're on whatchamacallit. So stop screen. That's what I got to do. Okay. So there's a share down at the bottom of your monitor.
Well, actually, I'm on my telephone, so it's a bit different. But yes,
okay. So there's a share when you're on StreamYard.
Yeah.
There's a share button down at the bottom. You click that, and a dialog will come up, and you say share screen.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then you hit the little share. There's a blue share screen thing, so you do that, and then a dialog will come up, and I just chose application window.
Oh.
And then I just I went to Opera tab, and whatever I've got up on that tab, you select it, and you just say share, and that'll come up for everybody.
Oh, right. Oh, I wondered where that Opera tab come from. I had that the other day. I thought, what's this?
Yeah. So if you got Opera, then it'll be, or I imagine any browser.
I tried to delete it.
Yeah.
I thought, what is it?
Anyway, I thought it was a pretty funny video. Yeah. He did a good job impersonating George, you know.
Yeah, I think people have got all day to mess about, haven't they?
Well, he does, you know, he's got a website set up. You can actually have him record messages for like birthday greetings and that kind of stuff. He charges for it. Of course. Yeah.
So he can come on as George and wish you a happy birthday or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, you can send them to somebody and wish them a happy birthday with a video message, and yeah,
That's pretty cool, kind
he
of.
does that. Yeah, yeah. It's
Who
pretty
else?
clever.
Who else does he do?
Oh, he does the Bee Gees. He's done Mick and Keith. He's some of the get-ups. Like when he does Keith, he's got these two big ears that he wears, and you know, he's pretty clever. He's a pretty clever guy.
Did we get him to do Paul McCartney and send Richard Dolan a happy birthday? Or
He does
something?
McCartney all the time.
Oh, that'd be funny when he's pulling his face.
Oh, Richard would just poop.
He's got a YouTube channel. Just go to Steve Ricks.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
I must go. Good night, people.
Stevie Ricks, it's called.
Okay.
Stevie Ricks.
Yeah,
Sweet
you're
dreams.
off. Right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
See you soon.
Poof. Bye-bye.
So there's the link there. Stevie Ricks.
Oh, it's in the private thing. Okay, let me.
Yeah, it's funny stuff. He's really quite clever.
See if I can do this correctly.
He does Freddie Mercury, you know, all these guys. He's got a big buck teeth when he does Freddie Mercury, and
Yay, I got it up. Yay.
yeah.
Copy and post. Copy and post.
Couple here is Alice Cooper.
Wow. This is
Cliff
more
Richards.
than kitty cats, right?
Got Cliff Richard there. He's got John Lennon. There's all these guys. He's pretty clever. Does some pretty good things.
He's a good impersonator.
Yeah, there's even one here doing a couple doing Billy Connolly.
Oh, that's the guy with the hair down with shoulders, I think, right?
Yeah, the Scottish guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good stuff. Entertaining, high quality entertainment.
Well, that's the whole thing about YouTube. You got to have the entertainment. You're feeding those raccoons. If it doesn't get any further than that, I'm gone.
So yeah, so these guys. How come none of these guys are coming on here? Get Mike Mason up here. Where's Mike?
The last time he tried to come on, he froze.
Oh,
So I can throw the link back up, but
cheap internet.
I am not too sure anybody's going to bother at this time.
Yeah, it's getting a little late in the day. I can't hang around long either. I got work I got to get done, so
Uh-oh.
I'll be swamped tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but are you still in virtual learning?
Yeah.
So how do you do tests, or can you?
Well, it's really hard because I'll just put a document up and share the document, and they have to answer the questions. And you give them a limited amount of time so that they can't cheat. They don't have time to cheat, kind of thing. So,
But I don't know. What do they mail the tests in or something, or?
we've got software where they just upload it to the server, and then I can get it from the server. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What has this world come to?
Well, it's good and bad. I like it because I'm not having to drive to work.
Well, true. Oh,
Saving all kinds of gas.
Mike Mason's to Mr. Rick, and he's watching the Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. Oh, he's funny stuff. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be something to look at afterward, I guess. And if I can just get that one monkeys thing to keep from coming up. I watched it once, and it keeps coming back. But
it happens. Yeah.
It's in my rotation, I guess. But yeah, I plan on using that picture of you and the cat as a thumbnail.
There you go.
So you just watch, if you can, how many hits next week having that cat in the thumbnail.
I'll give you an alternative.
Okay, hang on. Oh no, it's Brady.
He's on the go.
Yeah,
He doesn't sit still very long.
but I don't think I'm going to be able to make a thumbnail out of that. So
That cat will be better.
the cat will work out better. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, I guess we might as well shut this one down.
Yeah, I got to get to work here.
There's
So
a whole lot going on. I got 14 viewers out there someplace, still hanging around somewhere. But
yeah, they're all Mike Mason.
yeah, they're all Mike Mason. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, thank you people for watching. Have a good week, and maybe we'll see you next week. Okay. Take care. Bye, Grovey Lisa. You're late, but oh well.
Later.
Take care, everyone. Bye now.